we're planting some beans. Alright guys, so in all honesty, this is the first time I've ever ran an actual drill. I ran an air seeder for years, and I'm running a John Deere 1560 drill. It's my first time. Nice thing is all the row units are pretty much the same as our air seeder, so that part was simple. By the way, there's our air seeder. 9200 quad shift, and the new to us 1990 John Deere air seeder. So I guess I'm too zoomed in to control myself. I guess we're running 3 drills today. We've got a 750 drill that's off our dealership lot that's out on a 4640. I'm running a 4850 front wheel assist with a 1560 drill that literally just came in on trade-in a couple days ago. And we're no-tilling in beans, which is totally against what we normally do, but it's June 12th, and we're way behind the 8 ball, so we're just getting her done. That's all we can do at this point. Conditions are not perfect. It's a little wet in places, but it's dry enough we can get on the ground and get something done, so we're getting her done. Oh yeah, did I mention there's rain in the forecast for tomorrow, and it just finally was dry enough today for us to get going. Typical of 2019. Alright guys, so we are pulling a 750 drill. It's kind of hard to tell what tractor I'm in here. I'm in our 9220. It's just a little wet still. Since those first couple of videos, it's rained about every day to every other day, and I think we had one stretch where we had 3 days without rain. And that's not where we're at right now. It actually rained last night, but only like a tenth or two. And we'd had like 2 days of very dry weather, very hot, windy, dry weather before that. So we're pulling out here. This 4850 with the 1560 and the 9200 with the air seeder are already on their way to another field, or to a field from where we left them. I'll pick something there. We have a bridge here on our farm we have to go out of every time we leave the shop. You see it back there? It's dangerous. So we're on the road, and we're gonna go see if we can't plant a few acres of beans. Alright, we're gonna try and drive and videotape here. So it is going on June 25th. Today is June 25th. And since the last video, which I think was June 12th, we planted a little bit of corn the next day, and got the planter stuck severely. Like 3 four-wheel drive tractors, mini excavator. We're contemplating getting the bulldozer involved, but anyways, it rained a ton after that. Like, I mean, we had 2 or 3 inches over just a couple days time. And I lose track of how much rain we've gotten altogether, but you know, you're already so saturated. A half an inch just leaves lakes and ponds all over your fields. So, you know, when your mud starts to dry out and it gets rained on, it's still muddy. So it don't take much to make it just a sloppy mess. So we've been out of the field basically for 10 days. We have given up on corn because it is after, well, we have a magic date, and it's late in the month of June. We're past that magic date, let's just put it that way. So we're going to try and slam in as many acres of beans as many acres of beans as we can before it just gets to be too late. I don't know how late we'll actually plant. The weather seems to be clearing up. There's a very slight chance of rain this evening. And then after that, I think we've got like 3 days of hot, sunny weather, like 90s, which we haven't experienced 90s yet this year. It's already June 25th. So, hoping we can get a few more acres of beans in the ground, because right now we're awful light on any acres of anything planted. I think we're in the neighborhood of maybe 500 or 600 acres of corn in the ground, and around 350, 360 acres of show you. It's awful muddy out there, but it is what it is. So this is what we're dealing with in a lot of places, is lakes. Stinks. So most places, more or less, I guess, are just low-laying areas like that down there where the soil's dark and there is water down there. Right there by the road. So where we're going is some lighter soil, I guess, if you will. It's not perfect, but it's lighter soil and it's dry enough. He says we can get on it. So we're going to try it out. Alright, so I'm eyeballing it. Got a guy over there to drill. The other air seeder. And do you see the raindrops on my window? Yep. Freaking get to the field and it starts to rain. See the rain out there on my windshield. I'm like, good. We're going to push it. This ground is, might have been able to actually get on it. Probably could have got on it this morning, let alone this evening. But we're going to see what we can get done. So yeah, it figures it's starting to rain on us. We literally pulled into the field, made a few adjustments on the 750. The other guys started topping off the air seeder and their drill. They have with the tofu beans. I think it's the last of our tofu beans. We're trying to get those in the ground so we get a premium for them. And literally as we're out in the field making some adjustments after a couple of turn row passes with this machine, it's starting to sprinkle on us. So there's a pretty good system out to the west of us. There we go. I mean, it's beautiful. You gotta admit. I mean, it's just, it is beautiful. There's lightning off to the south. You didn't really see me. Like, there's all lightning off to the south of us there. I don't know if it'll pick it up or if it'll catch any, but we'll see how much we can get planted here in the next short amount of time. Might get a couple acres in the ground, but this has been kind of just typical. There goes a deer. I was actually using that deer initially as like my point I was shooting for across the field, but then I realized using a deer wasn't the wisest thing. So I'm using that slight bit of an opening just to the left of my GPS mount out there. GPS would be handy right now. It's not hooked up right now, so we're gonna eyeball it. So anyways, we got the 750 back there, planting straight. Fun little drill I've learned on here in the last few minutes. A lot like the 1560, just the adjustments are a little bit different. As I said earlier, I've barely ever ran drills, so this is a pretty new experience for me. I mean, really, if that cloud formation didn't mean rain, it is just, I mean, it's beautiful. God's handiwork up there in the sky. Unfortunately for us, it means rain, so I'm a little disappointed. But if every farmer could control the weather, they'd all be great farmers, right? Well, I don't know what I did wrong to be kicked out of a drill and put on a baler, but here I am making hay. Battery back there, but that's normal. We got all sorts of baling action out there. We even have our token red tractor in the field. Guys, so just to tie together all the videos I made for the month of June, actually I thought I'd make a lot more separate videos, but it's all just gonna be one long video because the way the weather was this month, like it was in May and like it was in most of April, it rained a ton. And so today's Saturday, June 29th, and I haven't worked for a couple of days. We've had some family events I had to be a part of. anyways, the guys are still planting beans as far as I'm aware. The day I was baling hay, I think that was Thursday night or Wednesday night. It's Thursday night, and they were running one drill, well, 2 drills by the time I was making hay. But we had a ton of hay we put down early in the week, and then the ground got dry enough we could start planting beans, and so we were really in a tight spot where we had a bunch of hay that was ready to go and a bunch of bean ground that was ready to be planted. So kind of stretched our crew pretty thin. I think they pretty much tied up all the hay baling on Friday, which is good because then some of the guys that could plant beans could get back on that. Sorry, I'm trying to squinting. I'm kind of looking into the sun. But anyways, so yeah, working on getting beans planted. I think the hay's all pretty much up off the ground, although it wouldn't surprise me if my boss is out cutting more hay on a beautiful day like today, because you make hay when the sun shines, even if you're still trying to plant your beans. So this is a good illustration of what no-tilling your soybeans into the ground looks like. It actually looks good behind me. It's a little rough, but yeah, this stuff was planted 3 weeks ago now. I bet it's been 3 weeks since this was planted, and that's all the more you've got showing. Short little guys. This was super wet when it was planted. I'm at home, so I'm on my grandpa and grandma's ground, and it's not our farm, unfortunately, to field, or it's not our field to farm. And anyways, there was a lot of just chopped up videos there I'm spliced together to make something. The last couple there I was picking up some hay that a friend of mine made for me, and it's on the old 806 gas loader. That's a fun tractor. Blows a little carbon when you're going up hills, but I guess that's what the old ones do. Anyways, this has been, as another farmer said, a spring of weather events of biblical proportion. Just crazy, and it's you know, across the country. It's all through the Corn Belt. Everyone's really wet this year. I know not everyone's in the same boat, but a lot of guys around here have gone to prevent plant at this point and are taking that on a decent amount of their acres. I know several farmers that it's probably over 50% of their acreage is not planted this year. We're still going because I guess, I don't know, we don't know how to quit. So I'm guessing we'd probably plant beans till around July 4th or so, and then probably at that point we'd be a little concerned about getting them dried up in the field in time to harvest them before they get frosted off or snowed on. So anyways, sorry this hasn't been more of an enjoyable series of videos, but just with the weather it's been tough to get anything accomplished, especially when I'm only part-time at the farm. Not always there when the fun stuff's happening. So anyways, hope if you're a farmer, hope your spring planting has been more enjoyable than ours has, because ours has been trying and stressful. But we are getting a crop in the ground. We'll have something there, and it'll probably give us, the acres that don't get planted will give us something to work on through the summer, doing maybe some tiling projects, and probably get some wheat, or we will get wheat, but a lot more wheat acres than normal planted, and probably planted very early this year because we'll have fields that'll be bare. So anyways guys, thanks for checking us out, and I should start saying this: if you like the video, thumbs it up, and if you really like my content, feel free to subscribe. Thanks.